In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to create an IDX Squeeze page in BoldTrail. In layman terms, IDX means that if you create and share a link from your CRM, it's going to link back to listings on your website, and any listing, whether it be your own personal listing or another member of the brokerage or any other brokerage within your MLS. That link is going to share those properties. And if the consumer engages with that link, that lead comes back to you. So right now we're on our dashboard. We're going to go down the side and you're going to see lead engine. If you look across the top here, there's a bunch of different tools here. We're just focusing on the IDX Squeeze page right now. You're going to go down here where it says select a domain, and then you're going to pick the domain that's associated with this account. Now there's a bunch of different types of squeeze pages you can create. Multi-property, a sold property, IDX squeeze page, single property, which is good if you're marketing maybe your own listing or an open house. Seller squeeze page was a really cool tool that when you send that squeeze page out and somebody puts in their address, you'll get notified. They'll also get an estimate of what their house would sell for in today's market. And then finally, a market report. So we're going to go through the multi-property one in this example. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put in your search criteria. So I'm going to do zip code 77345 when I type it in. You'll see it populate. I'm going to click on it. And now it's been selected. The other option is you can draw on a map. So there's a lot of property search tools out there where you can use a map to locate listings. So you could draw, maybe even want to get it down to a specific neighborhood in 77345. You could do that. You'd use the draw on map feature. All right, the type of listings that you want. So you could do a squeeze page if you just want to focus on landing some rental opportunities. In this case, we're going to do single family. You could do style. Just know that as you add more criteria, it's going to limit the number of homes that show up once you create the link. But you can add price, square footage. Not exactly sure what a walk score is. Page configuration. So this lets you know, for instance, if somebody comes through that link and engages with you, where that lead came from. So let's say I'm marketing it on Facebook. I'm going to put an FB there. So when that lead comes through, I know the source of that was my efforts on Facebook. And then I'm going to add hashtags. So these are hashtags that are either already created in your system, or you can create a new hashtag here. I want every person that engages with me here on this link to automatically be added to my personal newsletter. And how I mail out my personal newsletter, and that'll be a class for a different day, is I mail it out or email it out through my hashtag. So I'm going to go ahead and put personal. Or let's see, newsletter, personal. So I've got a couple different newsletters, but in this case, I'm going to use newsletter personal. You're going to select a cover photo for Facebook. So you can use recent listings from your agency, even if they're outside the search results, low price listings, high price listings, random listings from your agency, or even if outside search results. So I'm going to use this one. And then here you can set property views allowed before registration. So after 2 clicks, which is the default setting, they'll be forced to register. I'm of the personal mindset that in today's world, if you're getting that information too quickly and not allowing somebody to spend a little bit of time on your website, they're just going to go to another website where they can get the information for free. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put 50. I'm going to generate the link. It's going to give you a direct link, short link. They both get you to the same place. So I'm going to go over here and copy this link. And then just so you'll see what it looks like, going to drop them onto this page of all the listings in 77345. Here's some of the property previews out to the side here. So if, let's say they click on this and they view the details, they are now on your BoldTrail website. And you know that because you'll see your information right here. Any of these, whether they save, chat with us now, ask an agent, request a showing, all these come back directly to you. And this is for any listing in your MLS. So super powerful tool that you can utilize. I'm going to show you one more thing. So that once you create that link's going to be, it's going to last forever. You can use it over and over again. The problem with BoldTrail is it doesn't save the links necessarily for you. So if you build a page, you're not going to be able to find it very easy. So go over to Google Drive, create for yourself a Google Sheet, and just title it BoldTrail hot links. You can call it whatever you want. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to just add a few columns in. I'm going to type link, clicks to register, description. And you can add more details if you want. This is probably sufficient. So I'm going to do a couple things here to let's make this look better. So I'm going to center these, bold it out. Then I'm going to go in here and put my link. I put 50 clicks to register. I'm going to add a description, and this is going to be single family homes and 77345. So now when I go back in to my Google Drive, I'm going to be able to pull this link and be able to utilize it again. I'm not going to have to go back in and recreate it. Maybe a couple other things you might do is, now that I think about it, source, which this case we did Facebook, and then I'm going to do hashtag personal, or let's see, newsletter personal. All right, so now I've got all that information linked so that if I want to go back and utilize it again, I have access to it. Now you can download the Google Drive app to your cell phone. And so the benefit of doing that is now you can go pull up this document on your cell phone, copy the link, and shoot it out in a quick text. So if you remember, there's multi-property, sold property, single property, seller squeeze page, market report. What if you had a bunch of market reports built out and you're going and door knocking, and now you could share directly in a text that market report link to that homeowner as you're talking to them. So some really powerful stuff that you can do with the IDX Squeeze page. Where do you share this information? You could share it as a text. You could send it in an email. You could put it in an email newsletter. You can share it on social media. Anywhere that you can put a link, you can create and add an IDX Squeeze page to your marketing efforts. So I hope this helps. We'll dive into some more here. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you get notified of the latest videos as they're made.